Okay, this morning when I was on the dog walk, and I've been noticing the last couple of days with the fresh snow, there's a lot of animal tracks. A lot of animal tracks. So the best way to explain why Mr. Timberwolf is wandering around aimlessly lost in Whoville, he's not looking for love, he's looking for something to eat. And he's not having much luck because as he walks by all the animals that is on his food chain or menu, oh, not AI generated, still trying to get my voice back after yelling at Mr. Timberwolf. So he's not having much luck, sort of thing. So this morning he was at 3 a.m. He was seen in the suburbs of Whoville here at 3 a.m. So they were posting. Okay, so let's explain why there's so many animal tracks. All right, so let's zoom out. This is Whoville. That's the kingdom right there. And hopefully I have the Me phone far enough away from the computer screen that it doesn't show the northern lights. Okay, so Whoville went mining, and then we over here. This is the gold mine. We will not zoom in on it because they'll probably send me a lawyer letter. Yes. But that's the gold mine. They tried gold mining there. Everybody knows it's a gold mine. And there's nickel bodies all along in here because that's what Whoville was discovered on. So as a last ditch attempt, they tried to go gold mining. Yes, so that didn't work out very well. They have the infrastructure, everything here, and it failed miserably, and they screwed everybody. Yes, they screwed everybody. A lot of people didn't get their pension and everything like that. That was back in 1989. So numerous attempts to get it revamped and get going again. And then these gong show mining company shows up into Whoville. So the government gave them a burning permit last winter. So they were burning on the mine site right here. And the smoke was going that way to the next community, which is First Nations community. They were getting smoked out in February, and Johnny G's driving this road into Whoville. He can't see because the smoke is so thick. So the Gong Show Mining Company promotes zero emissions. So even the little light plant generating diesel engine has to have DEF on all these computers. That makes it useless up here in the cold. So then they're having fires here in April, and the fires are getting away on them and going this way. So then they're sending out Facebook messages or posting. The people of the community, or how would say the provincial park of Burge Lake, has year-round residents telling them to fires coming your way, pack your bags, but stay alert, okay? So there was the third fire that got away because the other two were controlled by, how would you say, the snowpack. Yes, this is in April. If you can't control a fire in April, what's going to happen? Well, May 2nd, I think it was, this fire over here, the third one, got carried away and went that way. All right. Okay. So the fire's going this way. Burge Lake is here. All right. Then the wind changes, takes out Burge Lake, and then this is where Whoville is running for our lives, okay? So the fire burnt out Burge Lake. It came down here. We were right here. And this fire's crossing the road and going this way. Yeah. So that's when we left town. Yeah, we were left town. Like the last people in Whoville, we were gone. The mayor, the firefighters, you name it. Even the fire department was gone. So the fire jumped the road here, and then the wind changed, and it came back this way to the kingdom. So we came back to town to fight the fire, all right? So this is all burnt in here. Okay, this is all burnt in here. All right. So then we call this fire the ex-wife fire, because usually the fire goes by, and how would you say, it's gone. But nope, this fire continued on all the way up to here, all the way, and burnt out this lodge, and up in here is where it kind of stopped, okay? But in the meantime, as the wind changed, okay, it went this way. It went south, yeah. So it's burning along there. So then the wind changed, and we sat here up on the tailings and watched the fire come back through Whoville here, all right? And that's where things got burnt. So that was like our second time we had to run for our lives, okay? So everything is burnt, okay? This is all burnt in here, all around the airport, all in here. And up to here is where it stopped. They were in with the cats and everything like that. How would you say, stopping the fire right in here, okay? So then we're down in here fighting the fire here, and then they brought the cats in and bulldozed this here, and then we had hot spots all in here, down over here, and we were protecting it. Yes, we didn't want the big cats coming in and ruining it. So everything is burnt, except for here. This little green spot right here, where the kingdom is, okay, right here. That's the only place that's green. Like once they update, how would you say, Google Earth, it's going to all look like this black stuff here. This burnt in 2021, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 2021. All right. So that explains why we have all the animals, okay? Because this is all green. This is their habitat. They run back and forth. And then Mr. Timberwolf comes wandering in, okay? So these are our trails here. That's the front gate. That's our south trail. We have a dog walking trail in here. And then that's the neighbors down there. So he comes along at 86 years old, drives around his building, smashes through the snowdrifts, yeehaw, and gives her. And then he gets back out to the road here. All right, so this is all burnt in here. So Mr. Timberwolf is concentrating in this green area right in here for food. Yeah, so that's where he's getting his food. That's the only place, because everything is burnt thanks to the Gong Show Mining Company, and they don't seem to really care. Like, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them going into production. Like, this is all burnt, I think, in 2021 here, but now when the Google Earth does an upgrade, like, it's burnt. And then anything around WHO-ville that had trees, like along this lake and everything here that didn't burn, they smashed it all down as in for fire protection, because we had another fire coming in, because this fire was down in here, the XY fire, and it was lined up to come here, and then the winds changed and it didn't come. It kind of went towards Leaf Rapids, that area, took out the hydro line, because this is the hydro line right in here. So the fire went this way. So that's unreal. So hopefully that gives them a little explanation. We will be writing a book on this because we survived it. We can't write it now because, what do you say, it's too emotional, and I might end up with lawyer letters because I'll speak the truth, yes. But that's the reason why the Timberwolves are here, and this is the only green. Okay, that's the only green. So that's the only thing that the wildlife or anything like that. So I guess I'm Noah and his ark. So it's just me and the little animals in our little green space. All right, let's get to work. The boss is wondering what happened to us. Okay, me again. Forgot to mention, we never got paid for any of this. Yeah, we emptied the bank accounts just like Noah protecting the animals. And we were fighting fires down in here, hot spots over here, hot spots there, hot spots everywhere. We did it all and got nothing in return. In fact, we were getting free meals uptown, and we got cut off from that too. So unreal. And once again, we just smile and wave because we know WHO-ville hates us so much.